gotta thank my buddy Nick for pointing this out to me. It's just a little something I wanted to pass along to you guys because, well, it's too damn interesting to ignore. Um, if you ever take the time to look at some of these declassified government documentation through the FOIA stuff, you know that the government does a whole lot of crazy stuff that you wouldn't believe. But a lot of it's there. I was actually not real familiar with this gentleman. Uh, I'm sure a lot of you who follow Coast to Coast program, I'm sure you've probably heard of him. I actually hadn't. And for those of you who have not, I just wanted to show this to you. And I don't know if there's any legitimacy to either of these things, but I just wanted to point this out. This man is a lawyer, and as the story goes, according to this gentleman, he was involved in time travel and like quantum space jumping to other planets in these DARPA projects called Pegasus, and I think there was a couple other ones. And apparently, him and a man named Barry Soetoro, right? We've heard that name before, and one of the aliases of Barack Obama, okay, and several other people were involved in this thing. And supposedly, uh, and I've only been able to look into this a little bit, but this man's going to be running for president. Um, I haven't heard a whole lot about it. I've seen a few posts and stuff here and there, but I haven't seen like a real push for a campaign or anything. From what I understand, at some point, this amount announcement may be made pretty soon. But this man says he's going to be running for president, uh, and from what I understand, um, this technology that DARPA has that involves time travel and quantum space jumping is something that he wants to disclose and make available to everybody on the planet. So this is pretty darn compelling, I would say. This is pretty interesting. Um, Feel free to go through and um, look up some information on this gentleman. He's got some pretty interesting stuff. We've all seen signs of foreshadowing of, let's just say, UFO disclosure coming. Right? We've all heard, which a lot of us don't believe. Hillary Clinton says if she becomes president, she's going to do a disclosure. Right? Then we've all seen, or maybe you should go see, that Pepsi Black Knight Decoded movie that's foreshadowing some kind of alien satellite, right? That's gonna bring that's gonna appear and unite the world together as one. You know, which is pretty interesting because we know that one of these agendas being pushed by the United Nations is this Agenda 21 thing, and one of the things that you keep seeing, just like we saw recently in this Super Bowl halftime show, is this big message pushing of bringing people together as one. Right? You see Bernie Sanders' new campaign video talking about completely transforming America and bringing everybody together as one. Right? So there's a lot of little subtle things going on out there that seem to point that some kind of disclosure or some kind of event um, is in fact on the horizon. Um, I don't know enough. Now, I don't know if anybody knows enough about all this crazy stuff that's going out there, um, that involves space travel or secret CIA, DARPA technologies. Um, we do know about some of it. I mean, you can go look at the Freedom of Information Acts and see that, video games were initially invented as a form of mind control. I mean, there's just some really crazy, far out there stuff that you wouldn't believe existed, especially so very long ago, but it did. So, this is pretty interesting. Um, I've seen little things here and there saying this guy's going to run for president, but I haven't really heard a whole lot of information about it, and maybe that's something that's going to be coming up later. I don't know if this gentleman even has a real chance, but as my friend pointed out to me, um, I would say that 90% of America, maybe even 95% of America, had zero clue as to who the hell Barack Obama was before he got elected. But when he came on the scene, he came on a big way and he changed the game. No matter what you think about what he's done and how our nation's been transformed since he's been in office, there's no denying he literally came out of nowhere. So this is just something to keep your eye on, because what this guy is promoting is pretty compelling. Because if there actually is stuff like this out there, and he's going to disclose it to the planet, it's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new world. It changes everything. And let's not forget, in the last couple of days, we got these articles coming out talking about the discovery of these gravitational waves or whatever, that are making space-time continuums provable and visible, I guess. And you got these Santilli telescopes, right, that are coming out of nowhere, that are allowing people to see three-dimensional entities or whatever it is. Like, there's some crazy stuff out there, guys. But anyways, I'm not going to delve into this too much, because I just don't know enough information. And I'm slowly but surely going to dig into this a little more. But yes, this man who is a lawyer and claims to be a time traveling space jumper and secret government projects with Barack Obama, who is now president, is going to run for president. It's a pretty damn interesting story. And it's just something I think some people have brought to the attention before, but it was something that I wasn't aware of, and I just wanted to make you guys aware of it in case you were unaware of it like I was. Because unfortunately, I just cannot keep up with all of this stuff all the time about everything. There's just too much information out there.